In a word shaped by war, fate and the clash of powerful bloodlines. What if destiny has chosen a different path? What if the yellow flash wasn't just a prodigy of the leaf, but also carried the burning gaze of the Sharingan? What if Minato Namikaze was born into the Uchiha clan? And what if his son Naruto didn't just inherit the will of fire, but a storm of chakra and legacy from both the Uchiha and Uzumaki clans? This is Sage What Ifs, where we don't just retell the story, we reshape it. Hello guys, this is the first part of What If Minato was an Uchiha and Naruto inherited both legacies. Let's start the video. It was the time before the Second Great Ninja War when an Uchiha married with a non-Uchiha girl who he loved. Her name was Hikari Namikaze. Because of marrying a non-Uchiha girl, Reiko Uchiha had to face the criticism in his whole clan. After a year there born a baby in the home of Reiko Uchiha and Hikari Namikaze. They named him Minato Uchiha. They had a happy family. Hikari and Reiko was happy with their kids. It was the time after 4 years when the Leaf Village facing the Second Great Ninja War. The Leaf needed it as all shinobis. That time Reiko was a young shinobi and powerful too. His main chakra nature was the lightning and he was the fastest shinobi in the Leaf Village. People used to call him Lightning Flash because whenever he used to run towards the enemies people used to see just the lightning, and because he used to use the good amount of chakra it used to project the lightning, that's why people used to call him the Lightning Flash. He was a cool shinobi with Uchiha domination but was a soft-hearted person. And on the other side Hikari Namikaze was a kind woman with soft heart, a total different of Uchiha domination. She used to believe in peace. Minato inherited her yellow hairs and the blue eyes along with her soft heart and the kindness. Minato inherited the Uchiha genes from his father Reiko Uchiha, because of which Minato was ruthless. He was a perfect combination of a kindness and the ruthlessness. When Minato was a 4-year-old kid he used to be in his house only with her mother because Uchiha kids was not used to play with Minato because he had the yellow hairs and the blue eyes from his mother. This day, since so many shinobis was killed in the war, Reiko had to take the Hikari with him to the battlefield because he was worried the village. There were not so many shinobis on the battlefield and they were fighting with the IWA shinobis. Reiko and Hikari lost their lives to protect the village. And they left behind a 4-year-old kid who was a genius. When Minato got to know about his parents he awakened one tomo in his both the eyes. Because of that trauma Minato was so silent and in the pain and the shock. Jiraya came to talk to Minato because Reiko Uchiha was Jiraya's friend. Jiraya told Minato that how his parents died in the wartime. Jiraya told Minato that Reiko died to protect his village and his friends. This was the same war in which Jiraya got the title of the legendary Sannin. Since Minato was not allowed to play other Uchiha kids because they didn't used to play with him because of his yellow hairs and the blue eyes. So Minato started training after that day to avoid loneliness. He was a genius. Minato used to go to the Uchiha and village library to read and learn new things. He was just a kid and now he was alone. But whenever Jiraya used to get the time he used to come to meet Minato. Minato started his training to become as strong as his father. His father was a lightning flash of the leaf, so he wanted to become the next flash of the leaf. Minato started his training early. He started learning the taijutsu because he awakened his Sharingan at the age of 4 and then same day he has awakened the chakra at his parents' death. Minato used to train hard. One day Minato was training in the training ground when 3 other Uchiha kid came to bully Minato. When he was 6-year-old he was training his Sharingan when those Uchiha kids started attacking and bullying Minato Uchiha. Minato activated the Sharingan and then started fighting with those Uchiha kids. They were beating Minato. He was scared of those kids because they used to go to academy to study. One of those kids used the clone jutsu to distract Minato. Because of that pressure Minato awakened the second tomo in his both the eyes, but still it was not enough to fight with 3 Uchiha kids. "You don't deserve the Sharingan, you are not an Uchiha," one of them said. Then another Uchiha kid same age as Minato came towards them and tried to protect Minato. He also had 2 tomo in his both the eyes because he has awakened the Sharingan when he got to know about his mother's death in Second Great Ninja War, and after a year his father died too on a mission, so he was orphaned too. His name was Taka Uchiha. They both, Minato and Taka, handle 3 Uchihas with their 2 tomo Sharingan, and after that they both has become friends and very close to each other. They used to train together so hard with each other. And after few days Minato and Taka started going to academy together. They used to train together after the academy. Minato and Taka both were the geniuses. They both used to train with resistance. In next 2 years Minato and Taka fully trained their 2 tomo Sharingans. One day both of them were training in the forest. They both were at the same level strong. When they were training, 3 Iwa shinobis came there to take the revenge of their peoples died by the hands of Reiko Uchiha, father of Minato Uchiha. I got you here and today I will take revenge of my brother, that Iwa shinobi said. What the hell are you talking about? Taka said. Shut up, we are not here for you, and if you will leave from here now we will leave you alive, otherwise you too will die here with him, that Iwa shinobi said. You really think you can kill 2 Uchihas? Taka said. Taka, I don't think we can take them, Minato asked. Do you think we have another option? Taka asked. I guess we don't have any other option other than fighting him, Minato said, and got ready to fight with them. Taka and Minato was ready to attack on those shinobis, and those two were attacking on Taka and Minato. Those shinobis were the Jonin, not the normal shinobis. The two geniuses were fighting against 3 Iwa shinobis, Jonins. Iwa shinobis were pushing them hard. Even after having 2 Tomo Sharingan in their both the eyes, Minato and Taka were not able to fight with 3 elite Jonin from the Iwa. At first Taka got injured and Minato was getting pushed so hard, so was trying so hard to fight against them. Taka awakened the 3 Tomo in his both the eyes while getting pushed so hard, and then same thing happened to Minato. And now they both were stronger than before, their reaction speed was more than before, but still those Iwa shinobis hitting Minato and Take, they both were injured now. Iwa shinobis were about to kill those two when Jiraya reached there. He attacked on those 3 elite Jonin. Do you really think to attack on 2 8-year-old kids is good? Are you Iwa shinobis are so coward that you only can fight with kids? Jiraya said to them, and killed those 3 there. And then Jiraya took Taka and Minato with his towards their house and told them both to stay close to village and train close to village. And then Jiraya left from there. They both started training their 3 Tomo Sharingan after that days, and then Minato and Taka started learning about the fire style jutsu. Minato and Taka first learned the fire style fireball jutsu, and then they learned the fire style phoenix flower jutsu too. They both refined those jutsus and mastered that perfectly. And then they both checked about their affinities and then started working on them. Minato had the fire release and the wind release and lighting release. Meanwhile Taka had the fire release and the earth release. Minato and Taka learned few more techniques in that 1 year. Minato's academic record was better than Taka, and in physical strength and abilities they were same, but Minato was a generation genius, so he was better than Taka in just his intelligence. The other day Minato and Taka was in the academy studying when a new girl got introduced to them. She was shifted from land of whirlpool to the land of fire. They bring her to the leaf to become the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails, because only Uzumakis have that level of life force and strong bodies to hold the 9 tails. Only Uzumaki and then Senjus were capable enough to hold the 9 tails inside them. This was the reason that they call her there. 9 tails has got sealed into Kushina, and she started going to academy, where students used to call her Tomato. When Minato saw her students were bullying her, it reminded him of his old days. The other day when they were in the academy, a student said Tomato to Kushina and hold her red hairs. She got angry on that and she beat that kid hard. Minato saw her and then smiled towards her. Kushina noticed that and said, "What, you two want to fight?" Kushina said to Minato. Minato turned his face from and stopped looking towards her because she was looking scary. After the academy, that kid brings his brother in to fight against Kushina. But Kushina even beated that Genin too, and Minato was watching all this, and when Kushina saw him he left from there. After a year of training it was the time for the Genin exam. They all gave first written test and then aim test, and the last thing was spar. Minato and Taka got the perfect score in the aim test. Minato even got the perfect score at the written exam, and then it was the time for the physical spar, and then to pass this test they had to stay in the circle for 3 minutes. Kushina beat her opponent in that test too with her scary and angry short temper. And the light match was between Taka and Minato. "Are you ready, my friend?" Taka said to Minato. "Yes, even if I don't want to fight you seriously I would have to fight you, brother," Minato said to Taka. "Oh come on brother, it is just a spar, not a real fight," Taka said to Minato. "Yes, you are right," Minato said, and then got ready for the match. "Are they both the real brother?" someone asked. "I don't know, but they both live together," another one said. When Minato and Taka started their spar they were so fast. For a Genin level they were on high Chunin level in the taijutsu skills. Their punches were strong too. Everybody was just shockingly watching them fight. Their speed and strength made all of them silent. Nobody was saying anything, they were just silently watching them fight. Shikaku Nara, Choja Akamichi and Inochi Nara were there too. Shikaku Nara was impressed with Minato's techniques and his speed. "What do you think, who will win this match?" Inoichi asked Shikaku. If you will talk about their physical speed and the strength, they both are at the same level, but Minato has more tricks and potential than Taka. Shikaku said. How did you know that? Shikaku Choja asked. If you watch their fight closely instead of eating, you will understand who is stronger in them both, Shikaku said to Choja. I cannot do it, only you can understand the things this soon. I cannot do that as you cannot become as much physically strong as I am, Choja said to Shikaku and smiled towards Shikaku. Yeah, I guess you were right, Shikaku said to him. On the other hand, Minato and Taka was fighting each other more than 10 minutes and nobody was thinking about the time, they were just watching them fighting. Proctor of that exam was watching them closely, even he forgot about the time. That's amazing, you know, Kushina yelled after watching Minato fight. Everybody laughed at that. What's your problem? Kushina yelled in her angry mode, and then everybody stopped laughing because they all knew that Kushina can even beat a genin or maybe a low chunin too. And then it was the time for the 3 basic ninjutsus. Minato performed the shadow clone jutsu he used to use for reading while he used to train, and then he used a fire release just you and the transformation jutsu, and he got the perfect score in that exam too. Same thing Taka did, and he too become the genin together. Kushina too become the genin. And then they 3 get assigned to a team and they called it Team 7. Minato Uchiha, Kushina Uzumaki and Taka Uchiha, all 3 were in the same team. Minato was happy that he was in the same team with Taka. He saw Kushina and smiled towards her. Whenever he used to smile towards her, she used to think that Minato is laughing at her, but she never said anything to him because she thinks Minato was a good person with a good smile. Since there were no so much shinobis, so Jiraya had to become the Jonin sensei too. Since Jiraya was Reiko Uchiha's friend, he demanded Hiruzen to become the Jonin sensei of Minato Uchiha. Jiraya met all 3 of them into a training ground for the bell test. So this is the test you will have to pass. Before getting pass in my team, I will teach only those who will get this bell from me, Jiraya said to them. I will get one for me, you know, Kushina said. Minato looked towards her and smiled towards her. Kushina noticed that and blushed towards Minato. Taka noticed that Minato used to like Kushina. He was smiling after watching them. Yes, wish you very good luck, Kushina, hope you will be in the same team with Minato, Taka said. Minato get shocked to hear that. He looked towards Taka. Oh come on, I am brother, I even know what you think, Taka said to Minato. Minato just turned his face from there. What are they talking about? I have 2 bells, kids, and that means one of us will be failed in the test, Jiraya said to them. So get ready for the fight, kids, Jiraya said to them. When the test started, Taka and Minato ran towards the forest to hide there, and Minato noticed that Kushina started attacking on Jiraya. She was trying to punch Jiraya. If I guess with her strength she is at least a chunin level, but she is not that intelligent, same as them. Taka, let's go, Minato said to Taka. Do you really think we can fight him without the strategy, or you have a strategy in your mind, Taka asked. He knew that Minato was a genius more than him even when Taka was a year older than Minato, but he trusted Minato and alongside him. They both activated their 3 Tomo Sharingan and attacked on Jiraya. Kushina were attacking on Jiraya too. Kushina retreat, Minato said to Kushina after fighting for a few minutes. Taka knew that Minato would have something in his mind, so he retreated from there. They all 3 hid it in the forest. Even Kushina didn't want to retreat, but she backed up and she didn't even know the reason. Why you stopped me? I would have get the bell for me, Kushina said to Minato. Kushina stopped it, sensei will hear us and then we are finished, Minato said. But why should I stop here? Kushina asked. Because I have something in his mind, Minato said. I have thought you had something in your mind, Taka said to Minato. Yes, I was thinking about this, but she attacked on sensei. So what, I have to take the bell from him, Kushina said. So what do you mean you think we should fight him together? Taka asked. This is what you were thinking about. Yes, because we cannot win against him on our own or even 2 or us together, Minato said. Yes, but still if we will fight him together to get the bells, one of us get failed, right? Taka said. I don't think so because I have never seen a team with 2 genins, Minato said. I guess you are right, maybe there is something we need to understand, Taka said. Or maybe a shinobi should be strong, Kushina said. Minato smiled at that. Do you really think the 3 genins can win against a legendary Sannin? Minato asked. Nope, no chance we can win against him, Taka said. Really, we cannot win against him? Kushina asked. Yes, Kushina, because he is one of the legendary Sannin, Minato said to Kushina. So what do you think, Minato, we should do? We should stop here so that sensei come and fail us all 3, Kushina asked. Exactly my point is, since there can't be a team with 2 genin and a jonin leader and sensei, Minato said. So either we all will pass, if we all get past, is that what you mean? Taka asked. Yes, Exactly my point, Minato said. You really are a genius, Minato, Taka said. What do you guy mean, Kushina asked. How we all three get past if sensei had only 2 bells, Kushina asked. The thing in teamwork, Kushina, if we will fight alongside we would have more chances to win. And if in case only 2 will win between us I will give you my bell if I will be wrong, Minato, and smiled towards Kushina. She blushed after watching Minato smiling. Why does he smile towards me and why do I feel like this, Kushina was thinking in her mind. And then they all three together attacked on them. What, they all three coming towards me? Did they really figured out the reason for the bell test? Minato and Taka was distracting Jiraya and Kushina was trying to get the bell from Jiraya. After the hard work of an hour they all three were covered in bruises on them, but Kushina was healing fast herself. What the hell, how is healing that fast, Jiraya thought in his mind. And then Jiraya let them take the bells from him so that he can really understand that they were together or was just trying to take the bells. Kushina had both the bells in her hand. I told you I can do it, you know, Kushina said and laughed. Minato just smiled towards her. The test is not over yet. She has both the bells and now it's up to her that who she would like to be in a team with, Jiraya said. Come on sensei, we know about this, we did it together as a team so we have won the match and that is what you wanted us to understand, teamwork, Minato said. How can you say that, Jiraya said. Because 3 newly made genin in front of a legendary Sannin, there is no way 3 newly made genin can do this, and even you let us take the bells from you, Minato said. Only you think about this, Jiraya said. Nope, not only him, I totally trust on his, there is no any genin more genius than him. If he is saying that I will fully trust on him. Or even he is wrong, still I will not be in a team without my brother. There is only me who can protect him, Taka said. That's amazing, they both care for each other and Minato is really a genius. I haven't seen any shinobi who figured this out this fast, Jiraya was thinking in his mind. Maybe you think about him like this, but what about him, Jiraya asked. Me too will not go in team without my brother, sorry sensei, Minato said. And then Minato and Taka started leaving from there. What about you, what do you think, Jiraya asked Kushina. What I will do in a team alone, so I will go back to academy again, Kushina said and left towards Minato and Taka. She went towards Minato and said, if you will be wrong and we will have got failed I will beat both of you, Kushina said to Minato and Taka. Jiraya was just watching them going and smiling. Looks like this time I will have to approve their team, even I myself want to train him, Jiraya was thinking in his mind. After getting out of the training ground Kushina started getting angry. Now what happened? I passed the test but I had to come here because of you, Kushina said to Minato. But we didn't ask you to come with us, you had both the bells we left for you. You should have stopped there, Taka said. What did you just say, Kushina asked. I said why did you come here, Taka asked. Believe me Kushina, there is nothing going to happen, we all will be in the same team, Minato said to Kushina. And then Jiraya came there and told them they all passed and told them to meet him the next morning at 7 a.m. Look, I told you we all will pass the test. So what if you were right, Kushina said and left from there. Do you really think she can be a good match for you, Minato, Taka asked. What are you talking about, brother, Minato asked. See, you are blushing, looks like you like her, Taka said to Minato. There is nothing like it, brother, Minato said. And then they both left towards the house and then they trained till the evening. On the other hand, Jiraiya was in the Hokage office, was reporting about the test. So what do you think, Hiruzen asked. I think they all there are the Chunin level, Kushina, with the strength of a high Chunin is low Chunin level because of her IQ. About Taka, he is as strong as Minato in the physical aspects and he is a mid-Chunin level, and about Minato, that child is something special. Even being a year younger than Taka, he has the same abilities, strength and speed as Minato, but with his IQ he a high Chunin level, or you can say a low Jonin level. I thought Kushina would have more chakra than them, Hiruzen said. Yes, she is the Uzumaki, her chakra level, even being 10-year-old her chakra levels are on a mid-Jonin level, Jiraiya said. Yes, I was thinking the same, Hiruzen said to Jiraiya. After reporting, Jiraiya left from there. From the next day they started going on the D-rank missions, and after a month, because of their teamwork and their prowess, they started going on the C-rank mission, and they used to handle even Chunin level shinobis very easily. After finishing their mission, they used to train together. Kushina told them about the sealing jutsu. Minato and Taka learned the storage seal and the chakra suppression seal from Kushina. And then started training her with them after their mission. With her strength and the good chakra control became strong, she used to learn about the chakra control from Mito Uzumaki, the wife of first Hokage. She used to teach her the medical ninjutsu too. After 6 months of the training and the C and D rank mission, then came the time for Chunin exams. Jiraya knew that his all three students are more than of a Chunin. And the Chunin exams started. Kushina, Minato and Taka went to give the Chunin exams. Minato and Taka passed the exams very easily, and even Kushina wrote down for getting passing marks, and then time came for the trick question to decrease the number of genins in the exam. But Minato signaled her to stay there, and she stayed there because Minato told her to stay there. And then the second test was the survival test. Iwa and Kumo had sent their strong Chunins to check out Minato and Kushina's strength. Iwa for Minato to kill him because of his father, and Kumo to get another Jinchuriki for Kushina. After taking their scroll, Minato, Kushina and Taka went inside the forest of death. They were heading towards the tower. Minato, why are we heading towards the tower? Taka asked Minato. We will reach close to the tower and there we will look for the another scroll and then we'll head to the tower directly, Minato said to Taka. When they were heading towards the tower they got to meet a team on the way. They were from the Hidden Cloud. They were there to check out Kushina's strength and more information about her so that Hidden Cloud shinobis can kidnap here. We have the Earth Scroll. Before start fighting I should tell you first, Minato said to those Cloud shinobis. We are fine with the Earth Scroll because we have the Heaven Scroll, Cloud shinobi said to Minato. They were Raken, Makui and Hikane. At first Raken attacked on Kushina with the lightning-style thunderclap arrow. Kushina dodged that attack and then Minato headed towards Raken first and then put him under the genjutsu and then attacked on Hikane because Taka was fighting against Makui. Makui was fast so he was not getting trapped into the genjutsu from Taka. But still Taka was dominating him with his pure skills. Kushina used her brute force, the chakra-enhanced punch, and Hikane was on the ground before Minato can attack on her. And then Minato took the Heaven Scroll from the Raken and in that much time Taka handled Makui. Raken was already under the genjutsu and then Minato put Hikane under the genjutsu and Taka put Makui under the genjutsu and then they left from there towards the tower. It's good, Minato, we got both the scrolls, now we just need to reach the tower, Taka said to Minato. Minato was thinking about something but he thought it can be a coincidence and started heading towards the tower. And then on the way they met another team, but now it was IWA team. Minato stopped after watching them. Minato was standing in front of them. So tell us which scroll you have so that we can have any benefit of the fight, or if we have same scroll we can go our ways, Taka said to IWA shinobis. We will have a benefit in every condition if you have same scroll or the different scroll, IWA shinobi said to Minato. And what that would be, Kushina asked. The less teams the less competition, Minato said to her. Then why don't we decrease one team here, Kushina said and then ran towards the IWA shinobis. Kushina, you shouldn't be attacking like that, you should wait, Taka said to Kushina. I guess we don't have any choice, Minato said and started attacking on them. Kushina in that much time with her 4 to 5 strong punch make one of them unconscious, and on the other side Taka put another one into the genjutsu and only one was left Minato was fighting against. Minato injured him so fast and then put him under the genjutsu and the next moment he was unconscious on the ground, and then Minato, Kushina and Taka headed towards the tower. Kushina, idiot, you should wait for the strategy, you shouldn't attack like this, Taka said to Kushina. No, I don't like to wait for anyone, Kushina said to Taka. We are not in the village, Kushina, Taka said. Like I care, Kushina said. Taka was getting angry on her behavior. Minato was just smiling on that. After few in an hour they reached at the tower with 3 scrolls. It was the record to reach at the tower in just 5 hours, even after having a fight with 2 teams. And then started training for the final round of the Chunin exams. Only 5 teams were able to pass that exam. Only 15 shinobis were there in the preliminary round to decrease the number for the final round. Minato, Taka and Kushina were there. Minato noticed that the teams they took the scrolls were there too. A team from IWA and another team from Kumo. Minato got curious about that. There were total 5 teams and 15 members. They had to fight with each other to decrease the number for the final round. Minato was watching the match curiously. The preliminary round started. The first match was between Kushina and Hikane from Kumo. Kushina has already beaten her up, so she forfeits the match before even going into the arena. And then second fight was between Riko from Suna and Raken from Kumo. Raken won that match. And the third fight was between Makui from the Kumo and Shikaku Nara from Konoha. And Shikaku Nara won the match. Then the fourth match was between Asuchimaru from IWA and Inoichi from Konoha. But since because of Minato's genjutsu that shinobi lost the match fast. And then fifth match was between Choja and Suna shinobi. Choja won that match. Sixth match was between Saburo from Suna and Taka Uchiha from Konoha. Taka finished that match in just 2 minutes with his impressive skills. He gave him a deep cut and won against him. The 7th match was between Minato Uchiha and Iwagiri from IWA. Iwagiri was a high Chunin level shinobi from IWA. Minato and Iwagiri was standing in front of each other. First Iwagiri attacked on Minato with a high speed. Minato easily dodged that attack. Fire-style fireball jutsu, Minato said, and attacked on Iwagiri. From other side Iwagiri countered that attack with his earth-style mud wall. Minato ran towards him and then jumped from that wall and attacked on Iwagiri in his taijutsu stance, and then Minato casted a genjutsu on him. But Iwagiri was still fighting Minato. He was under the genjutsu. He was thinking that Minato was injured with his kunai. He started attacking recklessly, and then all of a sudden he saw that Minato was coming towards him. He attacked on Minato with his kunai to pierce Minato, but Minato passed through him and pierced his chest, and then Iwagiri fell on the ground. People were thinking how Iwagiri fell on the ground. Taka was smiling on that. What just happened? Kushina asked. He was under the genjutsu. You should know about this, Kushina. Minato is far strong than him. His strategies are like Shikaku Nara and lazy genius of Konoha, but he is stronger than him in every aspect of shinobis, Taka said. Yes, you are right, Kushina said. And it left only one shinobi, Rujina, who forfeit the match because of Kushina's hard punches. See, because of me 2 shinobis forfeit the match, Kushina said to Taka and laughed. And then only 6 finalists left, all from the Hidden Leaf. This year only Konoha shinobis are left in the competition. Yeah, because both the teams are strong, especially mine, Jiraya said and smiled. Finalist was Taka, Kushina, Minato, Shikaku, Inoichi and Choja. The first match was between Kushina and Choja, the strong hitter. The second match was between Inoichi and Taka. And then third match was between Shikaku Nara and Minato Uchiha, the 2 geniuses. They got a week time to get ready for the final. Kushina had to train with Tsunade because Mito Uzumaki told her to do that. Taka and Minato had to train separately, so they were thinking who will train with Jiraya and who would have to go other way. So they together decided that nobody will train with Jiraya, they will train on their own. But Jiraya already have talked to Tsukumo to teach one of his student, and Tsukumo got ready to teach one of them. Tsukumo Hataki was a legend. He had the same reputation as Jiraya. And Tsukumo chose to train Minato, but Taka said he wanted to train with Tsukumo, so Minato said, I would like to train with Jiraya sensei. And then Tsukumo trained Taka and Jiraya trained Minato. Minato learned wind-style jutsus in 1 month. Minato was a genius. He started using the shadow clones to train. He only used to create 2 or 3 clones to train. In 2 days Minato refined the fire-style jutsus, and then he learned another fire-style jutsu, fire-style dragon flame jutsu. And then he learned about the wind-style great gale palm in another 3 days, and while that training he was working on his speed too. And the last 2 days he worked on his taijutsu more. In these 7 days Minato, you have trained so hard, Jiraya said to Minato. And the next day Minato with his team was ready for the final round of the Chunin exam. This is the final round of the Chunin exam, and I would like to wish you very good luck for the exam. You all made your village proud, and now it is your turn to show us your skills so that we can promote you to the Chunin rank. The first match started between Kushina and Choja. Choja attacked on Kushina with his human boulder jutsu, but Kushina was avoiding his attacks and she was waiting for the right time so that she can attack on him. After using so much chakra, Choja stopped for taking rest for few minutes, and in that much time Kushina attacked on his with her strong punches. Choja too started using his partial expansion jutsu, and Kushina got injured too because of that attack, but she healed herself fast and then she started attacking back on Choja. The fight lasted for half an hour, but Kushina won against Choja. And then the next match was between Taka Uchiha and Inoichi Yamanka. Inoichi was good in mind transfer jutsu. He was attacking on Taka with that jutsu, but he was avoiding that with his speed. Taka came close to Inoichi Yamanaka, and then the fight started in taijutsu. In 5 minutes Inoichi was not able to land a single hit on Taka. But fortunately Inoichi get the chance to attack on Taka with his mind transfer jutsu, but Taka with his strong will and visual mind prowess countered that jutsu and break out before Inoichi can forcefully make him forfeit the match. The moment Taka tools his control back on his body, he started attacking on Inoichi so fast and knocked him out soon. And the Taka has won that match. The next match was between 2 geniuses, the 2 genins, 10 or 12-year-old kids who were genius at making strategies. Minato was in front of Shikaku Nara. The fight started, and without wasting time Shikaku started trying to catch Minato with his shadow paralysis jutsu. Minato on the other hand was avoiding that shadow paralysis with his speed. Minato headed back and started thinking about the strategy to win against Shikaku Nara. He created 4 clones and sent them in every direction, and then they all clones surrounded him. All the clones started heading towards Shikaku Nara, making hand signs for the jutsus were trying to avoid the shadow paralysis jutsu. He didn't think Minato will attack on him using shadow clone jutsu. But still Shikaku caught 3 clones with his shadow paralysis jutsu, but one of them saved himself from getting caught into the shadow paralysis jutsu. And now Shikaku Nara was looking at Minato's clone. The clone casted genjutsu on Shikaku. Minato knew that Shikaku will release the genjutsu, so before he can release the genjutsu, Minato reached in front of Shikaku so fast and then put his kunai of Shikaku's neck. When Shikaku released the genjutsu, he saw that Minato was standing in front of him with a kunai in his hand. But Shikaku still caught Minato with his shadow paralysis jutsu. You knew about the I can catch you into the shadow paralysis jutsu and can control your movements, Shikaku said to Minato. Yes, this is the reason I have a kunai on your throat. Beside, you cannot control me if your chakra levels are less than mine, and with his point-blank range I can put you under the genjutsu, Minato said. Yeah right, I guess this was it, Shikaku said, and quit the match. Hiruzen smiled. And then the next match was between Kushina Uzumaki and Taka Uchiha. The moment match started, Taka started attacking on Kushina with his speed, and Kushina was trying to attack on Taka with her strength. Taka put Kushina under the genjutsu, but he broke that with her nice chakra control, and then she started attacking again on Taka Uchiha with her strength. With the help of his Sharingan, Taka was able to read her moves, but still those punches were so strong. Taka got 7 to 8 punches on Kushina, but Kushina landed only 1 punch on Taka and flew back few meters because of that hard punch. That fight lasted for an hour, and in the end Taka, in his weak condition, put a kunai on her throat. She could have hold his hand and can save herself from that kunai, but she knew that if it was the real fight she would have killed till now, so she quit the match and Taka won the match. And then Taka got the time of an hour to rest and infuse his chakra fully, because the final round of the Chunin exam was between Taka Uchiha and Minato Uchiha, the best friends, the 2 brothers. After an hour the match started between Taka and Minato started, so basically the genjutsu had no use in that fight because both of them had the Sharingan. Since Taka knew that Minato was a strategist, he will make a strategy to win against him, so he was alert because he knew that Minato can make the traps so fast. But Minato came towards him for the taijutsu battle. So today we will know who is stronger, brother, Minato said. It is just a match, brother, Taka said. Yes, it is, but you cannot lose against me like that, Minato said. Do you think I will give up, Taka said to Minato. Do you think I will even expect you to give up, Taka asked. And then they both started fighting against each other. Their speed and their strength was good. There is no way this is a Chunin level fight, Proctor was thinking in his mind. They both are strong, if I say it honestly, they both are more capable than a Chunin, Sakumo Hataki said. All the Genins are more capable of a Chunin, they are on a mid-Genin level at least, Jiraya said. I guess you are right, Jiraya, Sakumo said to Jiraya. They were just watching Minato and Taka fighting like the Jonin. Fire style fireball jutsu, Taka said. Fire style fireball jutsu, Minato said, and countered Taka's fireball. And then they again started attacking on each other. Both the kids are strong and genius. Who can say that they are just 11 and 12-year kids, Sakumo said. Fight lasted more than an hour now, both Minato and Taka were tired. Looks like you are about to pass out, Taka said to Minato and smiled. Not before winning against you, Minato said and smiled back. Taka attacked on Minato again in a taijutsu match, but when he was about to attack on Minato, when the punch connected to Minato, that Minato got vanished from there. What, it was a shadow clone, but since when, Taka was thinking in his mind. Then he remembered the time fire Minato countered his fireball. But where is he, Taka was thinking in his mind when Minato came out of the ground and put his kunai on Taka's neck. This is over, brother, Minato said to Taka. I guess it is, Taka said and smiled towards him. And then both of them fainted there because they were fighting since last 2 hours. Wow, Jiraiya, they both are strong, Orochimaru said to Jiraiya. Since Minato has won the match, he got the acknowledgement from the Uchiha clan, and after that day Uchihas started respecting him, and Taka too. After few days of the Chunin exam, all 3, Minato, Kushina and Taka, got the title of Chunin because they were not on a Genin level. They were happy that they all 3 got promoted to Chunin. And they again started their mission in the training. They used to go on C rank mission, and with Jiraiya they used to go on B rank missions and even A rank missions. From that time Minato and Taka learned more techniques and jutsus. Kushina too was getting strong. The other day when Kushina was alone at her house where she used to live where nobody was at Senju, 3 cloud shinobis attacked on Kushina and started trying to kidnap her. At first Kushina resisted and fight those shinobis, but they all were Jonin, so she was not able to win against them. And when they were taking her from the village, she threw her red hairs on the ground. When Minato and Taka were going towards the home after finishing their training, Minato noticed Kushina's red hairs and then started chasing her red hairs. Taka and Minato reached there when those shinobis were in the forest and attacked on them. Minato and Taka subdued them so fast, and then Minato picked Kushina bridal style and picked a cloud shinobi and then had bind 2 shinobis on a tree and then left towards the Hokage office. Minato, how did you reach here? Kushina asked. When I was going towards my house I noticed your beautiful red hairs, Minato said. But why did you come here for me when you knew that you can be injured or die? Kushina said. It's simple, silly, that I didn't want to lose you, Minato said to Kushina. And then Kushina blushed at that. And she noticed that Minato too likes he like she does. They reached Hokage office and then reported Hiruzen about this, and then Hiruzen sent the Anbu there and capture the rest 2 cloud shinobis and then send them to interrogation. But Hiruzen was still shocked to know about Minato and Taka handled 3 cloud Jonins without getting a single wound. Next day when they were training, Jiraya came towards them and then told them about the Jonin exams and told them that if they will train hard and if he will see the potential in them to become Jonin, then he will recommend their names for Jonin. Minato was thinking about to fill the form to become Jonin. So they were training really hard to become Jonin. Minato was working on his speed because he wanted to become like his father, the Lightning Flash. He was his inspiration. In few months Minato increased his speed so much more like an elite Jonin. And worked on his tactical skills, and they used to go on missions too during days. They even used to go on a rank missions with Jiraya. The time spent too soon. Minato was now 12 and Taka was 13 and the time came for the Jonin exams. Minato, Kushina and Taka, all of them filled the form for the Jonin exams. Only Taka and Minato were able to become Jonin. Strength-wise Kushina were stronger than Minato and Taka, but she was not that intelligent, so she was not able to become Jonin. She was sad when she came back out of the exam hall. She was the first there. Jiraya was waiting outside for her. Sensei, I was not able to become Jonin, Kushina said to Jiraya. Jiraya ruffled her hairs and said, don't worry about this, you are just 12, there are even Genins older than you, and besides you will get more chance to become Jonin, Jiraya said to Kushina. She was sad until Minato and Taka came there with the Jonin rank jacket. So you get promoted to Jonin? Kushina asked. Yes, we both are Jonin now, Minato said. That's really good, you know, Kushina said to Minato and started smiling towards him. Kushina hugged Minato, she was happy for him. And now wherever they used to go on the mission, Minato used to be their captain. If only they used to go on mission, and if they used to go with Jiraya, Minato used to be their vice captain. They again started doing B rank missions on their own, and they even did some A rank mission on their own without Jiraya's help. Jiraya was there but was not helping them. Jiraya was happy with their progress. After a year of becoming Jonin, Minato was going on a mission with Taka and Kushina, but this time Jiraya was not there with them. They went on a mission close to the border of Kumo village. They went there for information gathering. They were about to reach there when Minato sensed some shinobis there. He stopped, and then Taka and Kushina too stopped there when Minato stopped there. We cannot go any further now because there are some shinobis ahead, Minato said. And if there will be any sensory ninja they would have already sensed us, Minato said. How many are they? Kushina asked. They are at least 20 shinobis and most of them are Jonins, Minato said. We will retreat now, Minato said to them. They are heading towards us, let's go, Minato said to Kushina and Taka. They were running fast but still those Jonins were getting close to them. Minato stopped there. What happened? Taka asked. They are getting close to us, at this rate we will be caught, Minato said. So are you thinking about to fight them? Taka asked. Yes, we don't have another options, you two go and hide somewhere, Minato said to them. Are you kidding? There are 20 shinobis there, I am not leaving, Taka said. Neither I am leaving from here, Kushina said to them. They are heading towards us, leave now, Minato said. Nope, Minato, we are not leaving you here alone, Taka and Kushina said. Then we will have to create the shadow clones for the distraction and we'll have to leave from here, Minato said. Minato created a shadow clone for the distraction and then Kushina created 2 shadow clones. So you knew the shadow clones and then they left from there after leaving their clones there. Those cloud shinobis reached there and attacked on those clones and subdued them and again started heading back to the village. But still eventually those IWA and cloud shinobis reached there and surrounded them from all the sides. Stay alert, this is not just a normal fight, Minato said to them. Those shinobis started attacking on those three and then they started attacking back on them. While fighting with them they all three get separated from each other. Kushina was fighting against 4 cloud shinobis and 4 shinobis and 6 cloud shinobis were fighting with Taka. And IWA shinobis were there only for Minato, so they were attacking on his only. They all three were getting injured because of those shinobis were hitting them hard. Kushina killed 3 of them and she was injured and tired. On the other side Taka already has killed 4 Jonin, but still there were 2 Chunin level shinobis were left and Taka was tired badly now. On the other side Minato has already killed 7 shinobis and he too was injured and tired now. Those 2 Chunins captured Taka and that another Jonin captured Kushina. Taka was tried to get free from them, and in that situation that Chunin pierced his heart with a kunai in front of Minato's eyes. Minato now was in rage and even Kushina was crying at that she attacked back on that Jonin and killed him, in that she herself got injured badly. The moment Minato saw Taka dying in front of his eyes he awakens the Mangekyou Sharingan and he now was able to see the future glimpse what is about to happen in next 5 seconds, and with his reaction speed Minato killed all those 4 shinobis and then attacked on a Chunin who was close to Taka and killed him too. On the other hand, Kushina got healed and she killed another Chunin there. Now Minato was sitting in front of Taka, he saw that Taka was dead. Now Minato was in rage, he was crying badly and then because of the exhaustion he fell on the ground. Kushina checked out that Taka was dead now, so she started healing Minato first. Then after few hours Minato woke up and then he took Taka with him to the village. Minato was sad, he attended the funeral, Kushina was with him and she was sad too. After that Minato didn't even came out his house for 4 to 5 days. And then Jiraya came to meet Minato and talk to him. What is going, why are you not coming out of the house? Do you really think you should be sitting here? Like, do you really think Taka would have wanted you to be here in your house? Jiraya said to Minato. I was not strong enough to save him, Minato said to Jiraya. Yeah, so now you will have to become strong so that you never face that situation again. Still you have done what you have to do, Jiraya said. I was not able to protect my brother, Minato said to Jiraya. Do you want him to worry about you now? He must be watching you, Jiraya said to Minato. And then from the next day Minato started his training again more hard, that he wasn't even going to his home back in the night after training. Jiraya noticed that and he saw Minato was training and then he saw that Mangekyou Sharingan in his eyes. And then he thought in his mind that it was time for him to give him what he got from his father. And then Jiraya talked to Tsunade to transplant Reiko's eyes into Minato's eyes so that he can get the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. And then Jiraya told Naruto about his father's eyes. And he told Minato that the more use of the Mangekyou Sharingan he can get blind, Jiraya said to Minato. And then tell him that if he will get the Mangekyou Sharingan he will become stronger and will not get blind because of overuse of the Mangekyou Sharingan. Minato used to live alone and whenever he used to be free then he used to train only. He didn't even use to talk to Kushina so much, but still Kushina never left him alone. Jiraiya saw that it has been more than a year Minato was same as even he didn't use to talk so much. He was silent rage in his heart, only Kushina used to talk to him and used to be with him. She was worried about Minato so much Minato didn't even use to talk to her so much. Jiraiya noticed that. Minato, you are doing it wrong, you are not giving her time, she worries about you and you most of the time hurt her. I know you are not doing it on purpose but still she is getting hurt, Jiraiya said to Minato. Then time Minato was 15. Jiraiya was worried about Minato, his student, his godson. And he knew that he needs time alone so that he can spend time alone and be okay, Jiraiya was thinking in his mind. So he gave Minato the summoning contract of the toads and then told him about Mount Mayuboku, and he knew that Minato will be more balanced and peaceful when he will try to feel the nature. So he decided to send Minato to Mount Mayuboku to learn Sage Mode. Minato started learning the Sage Mode on Mount Mayuboku with Lord Fugasaku and Lady Shima. Since Minato was mentally imbalanced it took him 1 month to balance him mind and body, and then he learned to absorb then nature energy in just a week. At first Minato was struggling because he was in mental pain, and then after living 1 month alone he accepted Taka's death and then acknowledged his pain. He cried so much and then he got the relief from that pain, and then in just a week Minato learned the Sage Mode. He is so fast and he is learning so fast, Fugasaku was thinking in his mind. After learning the Sage Mode in 1 week he learned to connect with Ma and Paa Toad. But still he was not satisfied with that because Minato was a perfectionist, so he was trying to perfect that Sage Mode. In those 3 weeks Minato learned to control more Sage energy and he became able to control 5 times Sage energy of his base chakra, and because getting used to Sage energy his chakra started getting bigger. It has been 2 months since Minato came to the Mount Mayuboku, and in those 2 months Minato learned the perfect sage mode, and then he started reducing the time to enter the sage mode. Until the end of the 3rd month he learned to enter the sage mode in less than 5 seconds. And he has become the perfect sage mode. Since he had the eternal Manjkyū Sharingan and he already has learned to manifest the Susanoo, so he started learning how to create the sage jutsu Susanoo and using more jutsu into the sage mode. Minato learned to use all the jutsu while being into sage mode in 4th months. He is so fast, he is learning all this so fast. Minato used to train alone at that time. And in the next 5th month Minato learned to manifest the full body Susanoo and his speed. He doubled his speed than his base speed, and in the sage jutsu form he was so fast. But he was not satisfied with that because he wanted to become so fast people start calling him the next Flash. And then in the 6th month Minato learned to manifest the perfect Susanoo. In those 6 months Minato trained so hard that his base chakra too increased, and now he was at his double capacity when he came to train on Mount Mayuboku. And at the end of the 6th month Minato became able to gather nature energy in just 3 seconds, which was so fast for any human. Fugasaku was happy with him. After that 6 months of intense training Minato went back to the village, and Jiraya can say that Minato had become truly strong. Jiraya decided to test his sage mode skills and how his training was. So Minato, how was your training? Jiraya asked. It was good, sensei, Minato said to Jiraya. Then what do you think about a spar? Jiraya asked Minato. Yes, sure sensei, Minato said. They both were in a training ground, were ready for the spar. Minato was ready for the fight. First Jiraya attacked on Minato with his fire-style dragon flame jutsu, but Minato countered that. And then Jiraya used a wind-style jutsu on Minato. Wind-style, great breakthrough, Minato said, and then countered his wind-style jutsu. And then Jiraya started testing his taijutsu skills. Jiraya started attacking on Minato in taijutsu, but Minato was able to fight with him without even activating the Sharingan. Don't hold back, Jiraya said to Minato. And then Minato activated his Manjkyū Sharingan and then increased his speed and the strength, and now he was on par with Jiraya, but his speed was more than Jiraya. He truly is the sun on lighting Flash. I am sure one day he will get the name of his father soon, Jiraya was thinking in his mind. Since Minato was getting upper hand into the fight with Jiraya, Jiraya decided to check his sage mode. To do that he had to enter the sage mode himself. Jiraya left a clone there and then sat on the ground to enter the sage mode, and he summoned Ma and Paa Toad there. Minato left his shadow clone to learn Jiraya's shadow clone, and then he came in front of real Jiraya to fight him, but then he saw that Jiraya was entering the sage mode. When Jiraya opened his eyes he saw Minato there in front of him. He already sensed him. Jiraya entered the imperfect sage mode and then started attacking on Minato. Jiraya was looking more dangerous and strong now. His one hit and Minato flew back few meters away from there. Minato then dispelled his clone and then stood still for 2 seconds even when Jiraya was coming towards him. Minato in just 3 seconds entered the sage mode, but still Minato got his by Jiraya's punch. Minato flew back a little, and then when he entered the perfect sage mode. It's nice he has learned the perfect sage mode, Jiraya was thinking in his mind. He smiled towards Minato, and then Minato started attacking on Jiraya so fast. Even Jiraya was not able to read his moves. Minato even learned to use the eternal Manjkyū Sharingan with the sage mode. Minato was still getting the upper hand in the fight with Jiraya, and then after 2 hours on intense fight when Minato lost his all of the chakra he quit the match. You done it very good, Minato, I guess you even surpassed me, Jiraya said to Minato and ruffled his hairs, but Minato was still not looking happy with his speed. What happened, Minato? You are not looking satisfied, Jiraya asked. I am still not fast enough, Minato said to Jiraya. Faster than this means you want to teleport from one place to another place, Jiraya said to Minato and smiled toward him. Which gave Minato an idea, and Minato was thinking about that. And then after the fight with Jiraya Minato went to meet with Kushina. When Kushina saw Minato she hugged him. You are back, Minato, I am so happy, Kushina said to Minato. Yes, I am back, Minato said to Kushina. Minato smiled towards Kushina. Are you really smiling, Minato? That's good, I was worried about you so much, Kushina said to Minato. Yes, I know, and I am sorry about that, Minato said to Kushina. It's okay, Minato, you don't worry, I will be always being there with you, Kushina said. Yes, and I myself want it because I have no one except you now, Minato said to Kushina. Don't worry, I will be with you always, Kushina said to Minato. She was happy for Minato. In that much time Kushina has learned the healing jutsu and she was working on the Byakuga seal. She told Minato about this. And since Minato was a genius, there came an idea in his mind. If he can store the sage jutsu chakra in his body, then he won't need to gather the nature energy while fighting. So now he wanted to start working on that seal. And onwards he started going on mission. And now he used to do a rank and S-rank missions on his own. And he got famous because he was so strong. People started comparing his with the elite Jonin, and he was crazy about the teleportation ninjutsu after learning so much. He talked to Jiraya about that he wanted to learn the flying Rijin technique from the Tobirama Senju. And Jiraya helped him out to get the formula of second Hokage so that he can examine that formula, and beside Minato was working on a seal which can store 10 times of his base chakra so that his sage mode lasts twice and he doesn't need to gather the nature energy while fighting. In 2 months Minato created a seal in which he can store the sage jutsu chakra, and then he became even stronger than before because he can enter the sage mode whenever he got the chance to do that. And after that day when Minato was on a mission close to Hidden Cloud border, it reminded him of the last time when he came there with his late brother Taka. And at the same place with time so many shinobis were there to capture Minato because he killed so many shinobis from the Hidden Cloud village. This time after sensing those shinobi, Minato didn't left from there, he stopped there to fight. I have only 5 minutes to kill all the Minato was thinking in his own mind. Because he had only 5 minutes time, he can use his ability to see the future glimpse, and after that they needs cooldown of 5 minutes, and in the sage mode Minato can use that more than 20 minutes, but it still need the 5 minutes of cooldown after the use of 20 minutes. But Minato just used to use that in just fighting, and by the time his abilities were getting strong. When those 30 to 40 shinobis came in front of Minato, he knew that they will attack on Minato, so he was ready to fight against them. Do you really think you can fight against us? That Cloud Shinobi said to Minato. You knew how strong I am, that's why you bring around 50 shinobis with you, Minato said to him. Sage Art, Minato said, and then enter the sage mode. With 5 seconds of the future glimpse and then enhanced reflexes of sage mode, Minato was so fast that nobody of them was able to hit Minato, and while Minato was hitting them so fast, and in less than 10 minutes Minato killed all those shinobis. And now Minato was standing there in the blood, but this blood was not his, it was of his enemies. And then Minato went to a bathhouse and took bath there, and then after completing his mission Minato came back to village. When Minato reached into the Hokage office, he reported the mission and cloud interference. And then Minato told Hiruzen that he killed around 50 cloud shinobis in fight, so get ready for the consequences or take action against the Hidden Cloud village. On the other hand, Hidden Cloud talked to Hidden Stone village to help them in battle with Hidden Leaf village. Minato on the other hand now was learning the flying Rijin technique. On the other hand, Hidden Stone and Hidden Cloud was preparing for the war. They talked to Hidden Mist, Hidden Sand, and even Hidden Waterfall village, and then Hidden Rain village, they wanted to destroy the Hidden Leaf village. Jiraiya got to know about this, and he told Hiruzen about the preparation on the villages for the war against the Leaf village. On the other hand, Minato was still working on the flying Rijin technique. It took his full year to create his own flying Rijin technique. Now he was not even 17, he started using the flying Rijin technique in his battle, and since last 1 year Minato was working on his speed too. And he was satisfied with his training, and now he successfully learned flying Rijin into the fight. He told Kushina about this. Kushina was very happy with that. Minato too was happy. After that, when he went on a S rank mission and used the flying Rijin technique, he went to free the bandits from a place, and there were at least 50 shinobis, all the strong shinobis. Minato went there without any fear, and then in front of those shinobis Minato directly entered the sage mode and took out his 3-pronged kunai and threw them towards them and started teleported from one place to another place and kill those more than 50 shinobis in just 2 minutes. They were just only able to see a yellow flash. Minato left alive only shinobi so that he can tell it to his boss, and then Minato took that hostage and teleported from there. That shinobi was so shocked his mouth was wide open that a shinobi who was just 16 or 17-year-old killed more than 50 strong shinobis and left from there without a single scratch. And from that day Minato got the name Yellow Flash of the Leaf. After few days, when the new bingo book came out, Jiraiya showed Minato that bingo book in which Minato was listed as a SS rank shinobis, and the order was to flee at sight. Minato smiled after watching the name Yellow Flash of the people. He got famous in the ninja world by the name of Yellow Flash of the Leaf. He became even faster than his father, and he now was a cage level shinobi. But few months ago Fugaku had become the new clan head of the Uchiha clan. He was stronger than Minato before he learned the Sage Jutsu and the Flying Rijin. After learning those two techniques Minato even surpassed him. Minato had a yellow-colored perfect Susanoo, but he never showed that perfect Susanoo to anybody. He had become so overpowered that people was scared of him. After few months, when Hidden Cloud and Hidden Stone convinced Hidden Stone and then Hidden Rain Village, and then Raikage and Mizukage declared the Third Great Ninja War. Minato and Jiraiya was angry on that, but they cannot do anything except fighting into the war. After few days the war was about to start. Jiraiya, Minato, Tsunade, Orochimaru and Kushina too were there, and Tsukumo Hatake were there too. But Hiruzen called him to go on a mission in Hidden Sand to convince and talk to Kazekage so that they can get back from the war. On the other side the war been started and Minato, Kushina and 3 other legendary Sannin were at the battlefield. Minato decided that he will show the dominance from the starting. Fugaku were there too, since Minato has earned a good name being a genius. Shikaku Nara, the another genius, was with Minato. Fugaku came towards Minato and then asked him what he is thinking about to do. I think we should dominate them from the starting. That means we would have to attack on the main leaders first, and in the fight the main leaders are. That mean we will have to fight with Raikage and Tsuchikage, and then we can win this war without killing so much people, Minato said. What about the Hanzo the salamander who is as strong as 3 legendary Sannin? Fugaku asked. I have heard that Hanzo is not participating in this war, neither the villages involving, Shikaku said. And if he enters the battle, how do you think we will handle him? Fugaku asked. I don't know if I can do it or not, but I guess I have no choice except going in front of him, Minato said to Fugaku. So what we should do now? How we should start? Fugaku asked. Fugaku, you will have to deal with Tsuchikage until I come back to you after subduing the Raikage. But what about Kazekage? Fugaku asked. There are legendary Sannin who can fight them. Since there are so many shinobis from Hidden Mist and there is no Mizukage, so it will be not so much difficult. I think we should decrease their number first because there are so many shinobis and our army is not enough for them all, Fugaku said. I will have to agree with him. At this rate we will lose so many of our shinobis in this war against them, Shikaku said. We are in front of them and we just need to scare them, and for doing that we will have to kill at least more than 100 shinobis so that we can scare them, Minato said. Yes, you are right, Fugaku said to Minato. Then here is the plan: take my kunais and then gave that to our shinobis and tell them to through the kunais. When I signal I will decrease their number, at least I will subdue their 200 shinobis, Minato said to Fugaku. Then how will you fight against Raikage? Fugaku asked. Don't worry about it, I will handle this, Minato said to Fugaku. Minato entered the Sage mode and was about to ready to go on the battlefield. It will not be enough to kill only 200 shinobis, they are thousands more than us, we would have to at least kill 1,000 shinobis, Shikaku said to Minato. They all are humans, and do you really think we should kill 1,000 shinobis at once? Minato said. You will have to admit it, Minato, that if the war will last more, then we will lose more than 1,000 shinobis, and more shinobis than this. If we will kill 1,000 shinobis at once, then maybe they will be scared to fighting us, leave, Shikaku said to Minato. Yes, I think he is right, Fugaku said to Minato. If it is right, then get ready to manifest the Susanoo when you see me in Susanoo, Minato said to Fugaku. Right now I will start it with hundreds shinobis, it will be too much for me, but I will try, Minato said to Fugaku. They are heading close to us. Fugaku gave my kunais to them and then let me decrease their number. Minato was in Sage mode with 5 times of his base chakra, and his 10 times of base chakra was stored already, so he was sure that he can do it. I am ready, Fugaku, Minato said. And then leave shinobis through those 300 kunais towards those shinobis, and at the front line they were stone and cloud shinobis. At moment those kunai fell on the ground, a yellow flash was visible on the battlefield and shinobis were getting killed so fast. Minato killed more than 200 shinobis in just a min and then ran towards the shinobis so fast, killing them so fast with his speed with just a kunai in his hands. Since Minato was able to see the future glimpse and he had the perfect Sage mode, he was able to counter all the attack, and he has 20 minutes to continuously do that with his Sage mode. Minato was killing those shinobis so fast wherever he was going, killing shinobis like vegetables. He was showing the ruthlessness he got from his father. A shinobi attacked on him with a wind-style jutsu. He was formed Suna Hidden Sand. Minato flew back few meters and now he was in front of the shinobis. Sage Art Fire Style Majestic Destroyer Flame, Minato said, and then attacked on them. It took 10 Hidden Mist shinobis to counter those fire flames. And when that water and fire flames clashed, Minato used his sensory abilities and then started killing more shinobis from the IWA and cloud forces. And the Minato sensed a strong lighting use coming toward him. He got ready to fight. This was for this video. We'll meet you in the next part. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. You are watching Sage What Ifs. Stay tuned.